Hi everyone, I was able to catch up online with Adrian out of Italy to see how his tournament went and to see what's coming up next for him. Very excited to talk to Adrian and catch up with him. So, Adrian, how's it going over there in Italy?
It's pretty good so far. I just came back from a big tournament. I competed with some of the top pros in Italy and some ATP players, and I played against top 100 ITF junior players in this tournament. So it's pretty big, and the training here is amazing. So I'm loving it.
Awesome. I see you got some silverware there with you. Talk to me about it. What happened this past weekend?
Well, it was very difficult. Obviously, the tournament was like a long week tournament, and I think there was around like maybe 180 players and all over Italy, some from Spain. It was like unbelievable atmosphere, and it's different also playing in front of a big crowd. So I had to really be focused, and I was the only Canadian, and especially I'm the youngest in the tournament.
Oh,
So
wow.
it was a very, very difficult to, a lot of pressure for me. I kind of did feel a little bit nervous, but I was also excited to experience about it, and it really went well. Not the result that I wanted, but I'm happy that I got to compete in my first final in Italy.
That's right. Yeah. So, this was your first adult tournament in Italy, right?
Exactly. Yes, this was my first adult tournament. Yeah.
Oh, okay, awesome. And so, Adrian, last unfortunately in the final over there, what was the first score in the final, Adrian?
The score was 6-2, 6-4. I played against a former ITF world number 8. He's 6'8", so big
Yes.
serve, but I fought till the end, and unfortunately it didn't go the way I wanted to, but it's a learning experience for me. I'm happy with the result, knowing that I've been training here for a while, and these guys are experienced playing in this atmosphere, and I'm just new to it. I wasn't the favorite to win, so I got to the. That's what I'm happy about.
No, that's great. I mean, getting to the final in your first adult tournament is amazing. I mean, you had to fight hard in the semi-final too, right? There was there was 3 sets in the semi-final.
Yeah, it's not easy because I played 2 matches that day. So I played against the number 4 seed, I believe, in the quarterfinals. I won
Oh yeah, you played
6-4.
2 matches in the same day. That's right. Yeah, the quarters and the semi.
Yeah, and it's not easy. It's not easy competing with like top adult players. For example, I played against the number 4 seed in the quarterfinals, and he was pretty tough. I won 6-4, 6-2, and then it's really tough too when you only get like a 15-minute break and you're playing at this level, and then you go straight on the court right away, and then the guy just was so consistent. He plays very well. I lost the first set 6-2, and then I managed to fight back and won 6-2, 6-2.
That's a really good score, man. That's amazing. You guys played on indoor clay?
Yeah, we played. The whole tournament was indoor clay, so it was great, and I love playing the indoor clay.
Okay, good stuff. And you guys had the whole crowd, ball boys, umpires, the whole deal, eh?
Yeah, it was something. Obviously I'm used to playing with umpires, but playing with, like, for example, in the finals we had line judges and ball boys and everything. Even in the first round we had ball boys, but we didn't have line judges in the finals or in like the other rounds. But in the
Okay.
finals it was something different. So I was very excited to be able to experience that.
Exactly, and I mean that's something to get used to also, right? Because I mean you're focused on the court, and you've got so much match experience over here from Canada, of course. But it's all of a sudden a big stadium like that with a big crowd and everything else going on the court, ball boys and line judges and stuff. It's a big deal, right? So, but I mean that's it. You got to start somewhere and get used to that stuff. So smaller tournaments like this one, like this, your first adult tournament, that's exactly the place to do it, right?
Exactly. It was a great experience for me. I enjoyed it.
Awesome, awesome. Let's just sync you. There you go. You're back online. Adrian, tell me about your academy that you are at over there. The day-to-day that you guys are doing, and everything else going on there.
Yeah, so I mean, obviously, I'm training with one of the best coaches in Italy. So I'm working with I have 5 coaches in total. Well, actually 6 now. Um, I'm working with actually the head coach of the Davis Cup team, Michelangelo. So he
Oh,
coaches the whole Davis Cup team for Italy. Now I'm working with Vincenzo Carlone, which was a former top 200 in the world. And I'm working with other 2 coaches, Davide Spina and Lorenzo Misha. And then I'm working with 2 fitness coaches, Michele Caruso and Prof. I don't remember his last name. It's too hard to pronounce.
okay. And so in the academy over there, you guys are the top guys over there. How many people do you normally train with in a day? I mean, I know you guys are doing one-on-one coaching with some of the coaches, but you guys are playing against each other too with the coaches around, right? So how many is in your top group at the academy?
Well, with the group I train with the ATP group. I mean, there's different groups. I mean, there's the junior academy and then there's the ATP. So I train with the ATP. I would say maybe there's around 6 of us that are
Okay.
playing. So we have, I mean, I was talking to you this about earlier. We have Andrea Pellegrino, which is top. His best ranking was 200 in the world.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah, I think
working
at the
with
no, I think
play.
it was lower than that. I think at the moment I think I saw that he's 201, but yeah, his lowest
Yeah.
was lower than that. Yeah. So at the
Yeah.
moment
Well, I
he's
mean, right
201.
now he's
So that's
low,
the
but
caliber of players that's at this academy, right? It's coming from this academy.
yeah, top ATP players. So we have Andrea Pellegrino. I'm training with another guy named Fabrizio Andaloro, which was a former #1 in Italy. He was up there with Yannick Sinner. Him and Yannick Sinner always had battles in tournaments.
Yeah.
And I'm also playing with a guy named Emiliano Mangiuli, which was a 2-time, 3-time Davis Cup player for Italy.
Right.
And then we have another guy that's not from Italy. He's my roommate, actually. His name is Alexander Ovachenko, and he's actually playing a tournament now. I mean, he just lost to, I believe, 205 in the world, I believe. And we have other 2 players too that beat Pass in the past. They're brothers.
Oh
So
well.
so it's high level. It's high level training here.
Right.
So
That's
high
awesome.
high
What's your
level
roommate's
players.
ranking at the moment? He's got an ATP ranking, right? Is he? What did you say? Is he top 500?
Top 500, and
Okay.
he also last year in October he just, took a set off Oscar Ote, top 90 in the world right now, actually.
Oh geez. Okay. So he's a strong player too. Big guy.
Big guy. All of them are big. I'm big, but I feel small. I get you like this is crazy. I will get into it. The training has been amazing. Where I've actually gotten even taller. I'm 6'2" now. So
Oh, okay.
I'm still the
Awesome.
shortest out of everyone. And I'm still the shortest out of everyone.
Jeez. Okay. What you lack on height over there, you got to just make up with power and speed, right? I mean, so and that's the other thing I want to touch on your fitness training over there. That's a big deal, right?
It's a huge deal here. Yeah, for sure.
And so, what would be a normal day over there? You guys will get up in the morning, first thing on the court. What do you guys do? I mean, after breakfast and everything like that. What's the first thing you guys will do in a day?
Well, I always wake up in the morning at like 7 o'clock in the morning, sometimes even 6 o'clock. And I would eat breakfast, and then we would leave here at 8:15, and then 8:30, because we only live 15 minutes away.
Okay.
We would warm up for 30 minutes in the gym, and then sometimes we would always have tennis first, but we would always everything's always an hour and a half. So
Okay.
I'll just go, for example, say if I have tennis first, I go an hour and a half in the morning, and then afterwards, after my tennis, I'll go to the gym or to the soccer field to work on like my endurance. And so every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, it would be strength. So I'd go to the gym, and then Tuesday and Thursday would be endurance. But everything is an hour and a half. So I have
Right.
tennis hour and a half, and then I have fitness for an hour and a half, and then it's lunch break for me. So we come back to the campus, and then I take a 2-hour break, and then I go back to the courts, and we do the exact same thing, repeat. That's exactly what we do.
When do you guys fit in normally some practice matches in the afternoon sessions, in the evenings, or?
More in the afternoon session, yes. More in the
Okay.
afternoon session.
Okay. And typically every week, how many practice matches will you play? Like how many sets of practice matches will you guys play more or less? Is it like every single day or 2 times a week?
No, we would I would say maybe 2 or 3 times, I would say, a week that we play
Okay.
practice matches. So, and it's a lot. It's a lot too, because sometimes we would play with strategy. Sometimes we play with like different ways that you would play with it. That plays with your mind a little bit. So it's mentally exhausting sometimes. You work a lot on your mental here.
Right.
Just to make sure you're mentally fit.
Yeah, and that's one of the main things, right? It's just that that mental part, because from one match to another, it's so different. So you just got to keep it together, right? So and that's the one thing over there. You guys are training as if you're in a tournament, right? You guys are playing, and everything you do for the next tournament. So they try and recreate the experience and the whole setup over there for that, right? Oh, you broke up there, Adrian. Just answer that again, sorry.
I said yes. Sorry, I know I'm living in Italy right now, and we have the worst Wi-Fi here, but it's okay. We have amazing food.
No, that's okay. The whole experience over there is just to get you guys ready for the next matches. So they the whole day is everything is as if you're playing a match. So they make it physically and mentally tough on you guys, and that's important.
Yes.
No, that's amazing. So Adrian, you guys are maybe thinking that you'll be coming this way in the summer?
Yes, so I actually come back. This is going to be good news for everyone. I actually come back in August. For a month, because that's pretty much our off season, and everyone gets to go home and see their families, and we come back in September, or maybe sometimes we even just play tournaments in August. But for me, I'm gonna just come back and visit home.
Okay, that's awesome. Will you be looking maybe at playing a tournament over here, adult or open tournament in Canada while you're here? Or do you want to just come and rest?
I mean, I'd love to rest. I mean, who wouldn't when you're playing at this level? But maybe I'll try to qualify for Rogers Cup. Maybe I'll try.
Oh, okay. Wow, that'll be amazing. And I mean, that's the thing, right? Your tournaments from now onwards, then that'll be the goal, right? To see if you can do well enough in this ITF tournaments. And that's something we haven't touched on now. So you've got some more tournaments coming up too, right?
Yes, I have coming up. So, I mean, for example, I actually play next Thursday, my next tournament.
Okay.
It's
what is that day? The 24th? The 24th?
Yes, the
okay.
24th. It's till it finishes on April 3rd, so that that's a long tournament.
Yeah. So another big one over there. Again on clay or an indoor, or what is that one?
Outdoor clay.
Outdoor clay. Okay. All right. And that's still in Italy? That's still close by to you guys?
Yeah, it's actually, that's the good thing here. That's the great thing here about Italy, is that everything's like 40 minutes away, unless you go to like the north part, because we're from the south part.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys on the southeast coast, right? You guys of Italy over there?
Yeah, so like everything's like 20 minutes away for us.
Oh, okay.
Which is the good part.
Right. And then so that's the next tournament on the 24th, and then you also said maybe some more tournaments, another one in Greece? Portugal.
Greece.
Sorry, yes, Greece. Okay.
I actually play ITF with actually my roommate, Alex. We're going to go to Greece together, and then we actually want to go to Spain afterwards. And then we come back here in Italy. And then there's another ITF level here that's it's a 25K, and we're going to be competing with some of the top players. I mean, we're going to be competing against actually a former defending champion, Fernando Dasco.
Oh, wow. So that's the level of tournaments that these guys are playing and winning, right? And for Dasco, what was he like? What was he? Maybe top 20, top 30 player?
I think he was like at his prime. I think he was top 8, to be honest.
Wow!
But then
number 8 in the world, right? So and you said these tournaments, these ITF tournaments, the prize money range for them is between $15,000 and $25,000. $25,000 tournaments, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Wow. So and then the better you do in these ITFs, then it starts getting into the stronger tournaments, the ATP tournaments. And what is the levels at the moment for the ATP tournaments then? What's the lowest level of ATP tournament there is, I think?
Well, there's
Is this
different
started
levels.
challengers or is there still a futures?
Yeah, no, well, actually futures is actually before ITF. There's futures, and then there's ITF, and then there's ATP challengers, and then there's
challengers.
ATP 250. And then there's 250s, and then there's 500, 1000s, and then Grand Slams.
And then the Grand Slams. Okay, there you go. There's a breakdown of the path that Adrian's got to follow now. So you still got a few levels to go, right? But that's the way everybody does it. They start pretty low and then work their way up. And the more successful you are with these tournaments, the better. So it just, and there's some people that's, your top your players 500 and to 1,000 and onwards from that. I mean, they almost never get out of the ITFs, right? They try and do well in the ITF tournaments.
Yeah, I mean, ITFs, even some of the top 120 players, like I was telling you earlier, I remember yesterday, like they do it just because, like, for example, Vasek Pospisil played an ITF recently, just because they build up his confidence to get him ready. It's kind of like a preparation tournament for the top 120s, and then all of a sudden it kind of motivates you to beat them, to show what level you can bring.
And that's the thing too for those top players, right? I mean, they need that. They want to do well in tournaments, smaller tournaments like that, get a bit of pocket money, and then they're able to travel again, right? Because I mean, that's still the thing. If you're not in the top 100 players, I mean, it's so difficult to make a living off with prize money and stuff, right? And not a lot of these players have got big sponsors, right? That's still the main thing that still makes it very, very difficult for players to start playing, right?
Yeah, that's exactly it. I mean, it's really tough at this level. I mean, especially now that like COVID's a thing now, and everyone has quarantine. Everyone wants to go back on the court to win. So it's high level.
Yeah, exactly. That's one thing I read over there. I mean, there's less tournaments now too, because some of the tournaments that was running, they're just not running anymore because everything went backwards a bit with COVID.
Yeah, exactly. And everyone's like joining like the ITFs now, and it's very tough. Like I'll give you an example. My roommate played against a 5 in a row, in an ITF event. So, and he actually won, like Sasha was telling me earlier. I talked to him today. He said that he just won an ATP Challenger against Hugo Gaston.
Wow. Okay.
So it's very
so Sasha beat Hugo Gaston.
Yeah.
Jeez. Okay. Yeah, and he's a big player. Yeah, that's amazing.
He actually even to add on, Andrea Pellegrino actually beat Hugo Gaston in ATP Challenger final. To add it on.
Wow. Okay. So these are, I mean, so the top players can play right through the range, right? There's just there's just the four Grand Slam tournaments, but there's not that many thousands or 500s or 250s either, right? So they gotta step down to the lower levels, just to keep themselves going, right? And get the experience and whichever. And again, it's unfortunate, but yeah, they gotta go where they can earn a bit of money, or where they don't have to travel that far. And that's a nice thing about Europe. There's so many ITF tournaments there, right?
Yeah.
And very, very close to you guys. No, that's amazing.
Exactly. Exactly. You can play so many matches here. It's crazy. It's actually, you play, there's so many tournaments. And also, there's also, I want to get into this. There's club matches as well that you compete all over Europe against like top 100 players, actually.
Oh, your league matches, your club league matches.
Yeah, so we actually have our own team, and I'm actually number one in the team right now because unfortunately, for two of our players are out, and then Sasha is focusing on his tour, and Andrea Pellegrino is also focusing on his tour. So I have to take over for that. But, I'm excited to experience that as well, and play with the team as well in front of everyone.
That's right. Yeah. It's nice to have a team event like that, and it's almost a little bit like college tennis in the States, right? Or if you wanted to step up to it and say that's like Davis Cup, right? You're competing for your club, so it makes the pressure a little bit tighter too, right?
And it's bigger crowds too, actually.
Yeah.
Bigger crowds now. actually play like in a full out stadium where thousands of people are actually watching.
Jeez, that's crazy.
So it's
yeah,
it's fun.
yeah. No, that's great news. Adrian, show us that trophy. Quickly show us the bottom of the trophy there. We haven't seen the name on it. You're but in and out. The
Okay, I'll show
connection is
you.
not great. But just hold it up close.
No, it's
there.
because
Let's
my
see.
mom.
There you go. Awesome.
It's because
There
my
you
mom
go.
keeps calling
Second
me.
place.
That's why. My mom keeps calling me. That's why that's why my screen goes black.
Oh, there you go. Okay. Well, we'll let you guys get back to your mom then also on that one. Well, thank you very much for the quick chat over here, Adrian. I'll put it on Facebook and we'll be in touch. And yeah, good luck for the tournament next week. I'll keep on posting the results over here for everybody to see in North Bay for sure.
Yeah. Okay. My mom is like, really calling me.
Okay, no
Anyways,
problems, man.
thank you.
Okay, I'll let you go.
Thank
Thanks
you.
a lot,
Thank you.
Thank
You guys so much. Thank you for giving me the opportunity.
All right.
All
No
right.
worries,
Take
man.
care. Bye.
Take care. Bye.